Hello, and welcome to this Price a Job tutorial. In this video, we'll be discussing the General Preliminaries module in Price a Job. The General Preliminaries module can be accessed by selecting the Preparations category from the module's toolbar, and then selecting General Preliminaries. Then click Create. This module allows building contractors to add costs for site management, general labourers, signs, health and safety, parking and congestion charges for jobs in the city, temporary services, and disposal of waste. You can select any of these which are required, or you can select all. Let's go through each of these one by one. Starting with Foreman Supervisor. This allows you to factor in the cost of a foreman or supervisor for your building site. You can simply input the quantity of foremen or supervisors that will be required, and set the duration for which they'll be required for, either in days, weeks, or months. In this example, let's require a site foreman for 28 weeks. And then we can input the number of hours per week required, and we'll leave this set at 40. As we make changes, the stage automatically updates to reflect our total cost. We can also adjust the unit drop-down to see the price in weeks, per hour, or per day. Next, let's add some general labourers. Similar to the Foreman module, we simply input the quantity of labourers that we'll be requiring, and input the number of days, weeks, or months for which they will be required. In this case, we'll say 28 weeks. And then we can input the hours per week. Here in the stage table, we can see the hourly price. If we need to adjust the hourly rate, we can do so. Let's change this to £12 per hour. And the price is highlighted in yellow to show that we have overridden the default value. Next, let's add some signboards. And for this, we simply input the quantity of signboards that will be required, as well as the anticipated price for each board. We'll estimate £150. And then this is added to our estimate. Next, we will add a health and safety package. And similar to the signboards, we can input the quantity required and the price. And generally, this will depend on the site size. And then this is added to our estimate. Now, if the site is in the city, we may require parking permits or congestion charges. Parking permits may be required on a site where there is no parking available. Here you can input the number of days for which parking will be required and the cost per day. Likewise, job sites in major cities like London may require a congestion charge, and for this you can input the congestion charge for the number of days required. And these amounts are also added to your estimate. Temporary Services refers to utilities such as water, gas, or TV. So for this you can set the number of days the utility is required for and input the estimated cost. And this will be added to your estimate. And for disposal of waste, here you can select the number of skips that will be required, as well as select the skip type. So in this case, let's select 4 12-yard skips. If you want to put your skip on a public road, you may require a skip permit, which you can account for here. You'll need to check prices because every area is different, and this amount is added to your estimate. If your circumstances change, you can deselect any of these services simply by unticking the stage here on the right, and this will remove these costs from your estimate. Or you can simply untick the services here up at the top, and this will remove the stages altogether. As you add these various preliminaries, a nicely written detailed description is automatically added to the description pane. And under your Reports tab, a nicely detailed quote is automatically generated, and you can opt for either simple or advanced descriptions. If using the advanced quote, you can include both price and unit, or you can eliminate the price to simply show a table of quantities. And that is how to use the General Preliminaries module. Thank you for using Price a Job.